talk on. Jakema, you want for throw light on the first topic we will get for start with?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Coach. Just like when me host don't say, we first topic now the presidential immunity where the former president they ask Supreme Court for after we don't thief with money. This year I don't find that one thing, and then an appeal court, and not done they already don't know the outcome. They say let them give them a stop, a one go put an interim injunction for lay the Supreme Court get immunity. What an insult! We don't thief all the money. On that issue there, I go on we all got more than 3 minutes. I go bring BW Bakari from the Strategic Communication Unit. They will more on that issue there.
Thank you very much. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It depends on which part of the world you're in. Tonight, here from this part of the world, I think this is a very, very interesting program. Fambuda will almost say His Excellency Nabin Sojaman. But when he took over a democratically elected leader, so he go do things democratically, it ensure that he follow the rule of law. Otherwise, it's a Sojaman business like this guy with Samia, so party for people that don't thief money, like some of the days on site today, we didn't expect themselves. But because they believe in the rule of law, so that the procedure not to follow. This issue about former President Nkrumah in case for Ghana appeal court, till now we talk about Supreme Court, the argument all about this is section 148, subsection 4, where they on immunity. That means say, if you are the president, according to waiting, then they say, but we not so it be at the law. Will law catch you after you don't left the presidency? They say all the thief way you don't thief, all the bad way you don't do, you for go free, nothing for happen to you. And this is completely the opposite of what the law say. The arguments, feature and they argue say how Pakaba, they compare EBK to Pakaba. If forget say the case will become up against Pakaba in the court, Pakaba was a substantive existing president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. He not be done left power yet at all. So that immunity there, even the layman at the village, you know, say the immunity now when you there in power, now you don't get able to deal, they don't get able to deal with you. But when once you don't left power, you don't go to, you are just a civilian like any other person. So nobody is above the law. So that's the argument where feature they put up. They say, but because like I say, His Excellency in government, they make they interfere. So the judiciary, they don't left them, but let them pursue this case here up to the Supreme Court. So when they meet the other day, the last time when they meet, that was the argument. And so and they allow them for them to go to the Supreme Court, for them to go interpreter. And we believe, say, even though we're not legal-minded people, we believe, say, whether they go Supreme Court to, they go extra Supreme Court to, they go extra Supreme Court to, the law says when you get out of that position, nobody is above the law. So let's wait and see. And that make them say, now that the thing is still in a court, and the appeal that we, the panelists, then, few things, you know, just two minutes, we left them, let me see what thing for happen tomorrow. But waiting no more they say, fam go they will they watch, will they listen. Sierra Leone, not all is lost. The same people who they drag we with regards to the court, when they say we interfere, the same people back, they try for damage, the rule of law, they try for dental, just like they do the constitution, where they sack one whole city vice president when they need power. But this time around, let nobody not underestimate His Excellency, because the man is not the talk. But anytime he talk, now true talk in the talk, and he did one. So we will wait and see. What do we know? Unless former president, unless by Nkrumah, that money we don't take. It get for return and back. We get schools that won't see for bill. People that don't go to school, they don't get more than 100,000 now. I mean, now we talk about 2.5 million and above. They dinner school. Schools and they don't get furniture. We get hospital, the side and they don't get hospital. Then money then they, that kind of money where the man they eat. He has to pay back that money.
All right. Thank you so very much. Just like how BW don't sell cuts and shots because this particular case is na courts, So we and this discussion for 1 or 2 minutes. So we order studio guests where na Dwight ZK Sheriff. If you get anything for add to waiting BW don't talk on this Supreme Court matter where an SK goes select and get immunity for sake of the plenty corporate we corporate we don't embezzle. Over to you, Zach.
Thank you very much, my brothers and sisters at the panel and people that are all over the world. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. Honestly, Sierra Leone, President Bio they try for within at the international make it for make sure say the shamelessness and we don't accumulate, no wipe off. But yet we dey get people that still when they try for make that shamelessness day it is difficult for wipe off at the international scene. We get for deal with somebody don't thief this country, it act for do you wanna exempt me. Immunity is like exemption. When I exempt me, when I not investigate me, when I exempt me, low go na the law, but because I don't serve as president or this and that. And BW don't make them very clear, big brother. Don't make them very clear. When you dey in office, now immunity definitely accorded you as far as the law of the land concerned. I believe say we're not a lawyer like I say, but the constitution is very clear. Immunity is only granted to you when you're in office. But when you're out of office, then you are just like an ordinary senior citizen. If not for that, people that way don't serve other countries, they're not for them behind bars. The recent one is South Africa. Jacob Zuma is behind bars. So we're not exempt somebody, not only waiting in TIFO, even the one that will be their point back. For me, they help and thief. Just imagine, the one that will be their point back, then they help and thief. Then behind the scene, then they pay small. So why is he coming in for let he can't begin to ask for interpretation of the law? This is the law established. The 1991 Constitution was written, and now don't they use it? Up to now they use. They not change it. So if President Nkrumah former, they think say he need an immunity, then well, let return money. What return money? Then I think say immunity will be granted to her in the sense that he has refunded all our monies that he stole from all quarters. But as long as in the champion and the headline person for the thief way, the former regime thief and the people there, then immunity not definitely count fire. Because there's a difference between when I exempt me and when I not exempt me. So if we say they exempt her because of he was head of state, then meaning what about those who are appointed as ministers, who are appointed as directors? They are paying behind the scene, etc., etc. So me the kind of people that say we don't talk much on Monday. The thing that the law put their hand. So requesting for anonymity, I think it will be a police
insult to intelligence.
Okay, I think we get network issue.
The network issue with ZK Sheriff. Lobbying with sister, the only woman, Mawa Aliyu, play of much pada issue is small.
Thank you so much, my brother. Me family them unaudo. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from any part of the world where we find we serve. And I want to thank you so much for bringing me come on board. The topic on the discussion is very important that no Sierra Leonean not for left behind, particularly when we talk about issues we border on corruption. If we set a precedent like this, now a country like Sierra Leone, who say somebody go don't do something with impunity, they don't dare in the seat of power, he use the power to the best of their ability. By so doing, deprive many Sierra Leoneans. During the 11th year of the Nkrumah rule, a lot of Sierra Leoneans them suffer across the country. People that will be supposed to get XY amounts of money for take care of them and their families, because them people have been the thief the money. So themselves, they enjoy the money. A lot of Sierra Leoneans them they suffer. You're not gonna know that way you did at the capital, Freetown. But if you travel to the provinces during the 11th year rule of the APC, you go understand how much we Salone people them they suffer. You go understand how much them be deprived with poor people them. So, this person don't serve for 11 good years and come at this point in time and say, hey, no, when I forgive me respect to all the thing where we don't do, nobody know for talk bottom. Now that's in simple terms. Like I say, whether I be don't kill, whether I be don't tifo, nobody know for talk bottom. In fact, if for the inside us a law with lock them. Now that's in clear terms. So what you have to say? It's clear. I didn't listen to the argument one of these days with JFK and some other young lawyers from the APC. They make a lot of arguments that Section 46 of the 1991 Constitution clearly the immunity and respect, total respect to ex-President Nkrumah, that anything what he do, nobody for top bottom and all man for left arm and get that kind of respect. So me, in short, I want to put me immunity, like I said, all man for keep quiet. And the thing that what you do for left, both case. Now that's what they ask for. And again, where you follow the trend, one thing whether they say now that this immunity, whether they ask for, it means to say whether former President Nkrumah serve as president and not in office again. Watching they say in clear terms now that the immunity for the with them forever and ever, amen. This is not a chairman for life business. Like where you're not chairman of life for the APC now forever and ever, like you say you're not chairman for life for the APC party. So the immunity set for continue for life, enough for be so. When you don't rule the people, you definitely get for camp for account. Tell we waiting happen. And decide that when you don't thief money, come on. But come on, they are at stake. We're not going to understand how much they are at stake. If you look at the outstanding at the Auditor General's report, taking it particularly from 2016, 17, 18, before the elections, it's terrible. In fact, 2018, starting from January, was the worst year ever in the history of Sierra Leone. Read through, because what thing happened when we see some of our young Sierra Leonean brother and sister, they argue in favor, they argue against. No, the president forget immunity. No, the president forget that kind of respect. Okay. The thing is, we as young people these days, we know the read. Somebody been tell me, say, if you want to hide important documents from Sierra Leone, and particularly we the young people, them, they say open book and put her inside there. You go for only area where you come, you the meet and the back, because we know they open for read. But I encourage me company Sierra Leoneans, particularly we the young people. Because as he said that we don't take this debate, we don't touch our head, we don't say they don't misuse we, they don't over misuse we right. Now we take this debate now, they say, oh, they forgive this man, immunity, oh, now been president, now been this. The section under review, section 48, what they say clearly now that when you serve as president, when you in that capacity as president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, then forgive you that respect, immunity for cover you. He said, even if you get anything where you don't do, like you kill person, you thief money, you do what you're not supposed to do, he said the law for cover you. The immunity for cover you. But that respect or immunity where they cover you. Now, as at the time when you serve in the capacity as president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, but immediately when you don't left power, you're liable to all of their offenses, them where you don't commit, for let them charge you, for let you appear before any court. Come on, we see a clear look what happened in South Africa. Now we set the precedent. Jacob Zuma there behind bars. What he do? Therefore say no, he forget immunity forever and ever. Other world leaders, we don't serve in the same capacity as president. When they see them, they come before International Criminal Court. When they see some, they appear in public court. They question them for things that way they don't do wrong. What happened at Salon? Well, like where me big brother been the same, President Bio, not really a president of the people, and he wants to forgive everybody in respect. Because I tell you the rudeness number. Now we assume say now Ernest Nkrumah been there in office as president, yeah. But we assume for once. Then any other presidents don't serve, then you come out. You supporter them go crash or you lawyer go crash. What did they eat? What you might say nowhere? This way presidents will be don't serve, no we get immunity. Who that go do that one day? Under an Nkrumah regime, we all see the kind of terror where they hit power with people them. We see how much they vandalize, they loot Salon. They loot that country come out. So nobody fool anybody. We Salon Fambo the way they watch the program. Let nobody not fool anybody. Let me go back and begin read with documents them. Now we go back to Auditor General's report 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018 before elections. If you see the way other people that loot the country, when they nyanka country, I swear to God, you go sit down by the entire, you they cry. Instead of to see with young people, they don't even understand what really happened. But we just want to encourage we all, in as much as this case there before court of law, we not for say too much. Particularly where the lawyers they look at them and we press the lawyer, they will do justice. The lawyer they will think salon and think about the poor woman, whether in the poor village they don't deprive for the past 11 years until when President Julius Maada Bio take over. Now in a try for letting people that they let them get their respect back, make their livelihoods then continue. But the 11 years I tell you it not be easy, particularly me and my own village where I come out. A lot of people then suffer. A lot of money they are at stake. If you check the money where them people have to embezzle. May I not put if I say embezzle, I don't add respect to it. The money where they thief, Mr. Salon family, the way they watch me right now. The money where the APC administration thief under the leadership of Ernest Koroma, that money they do for make Salon paradise. If not like read Auditor General's report. I don't have to go BM. Just this latest part, 2015, 16, 17, 18. And they urge we all, make we read and see how much people they can the country. So for now and Gantel, now they shadow them afraid. You don't begin afraid the shadow. For grab now after all what you don't eat, what they don't give you eat, what they give you eat, what they for the country you eat. Then now you can't say no, that is what the easier, you not talk about them. Una give me respect. Una not bring me camp for make a answer for the eat the what you do. Why you don't begin to you shadow so early? But then I encourage we all as Sierra Leoneans for let we join hands with His Excellency Brigadier Retired Julius Maada Bio in this fight against corruption. Let we set the precedents, let we set the rule of law right and straight, and let we do things them where international community self not going to look for be so funny. So be so funny because I don't know the only country where don't prosecute ex-president them. We they see other countries and they do that. The leaders then they appear before court they handcuff them. But I don't know to hear they say let ACC go interview Ernest Koroma. If Komoya force go she don't make any. But she don't then I go telling people they made them pull Poro, made them pull Babani, made them pull this. By the time they go for go interview them, all man come down at reach they make nonsense. If you say if na Ernest been in a power, that nonsense for happen. But Maada be on a gentleman. Exactly. Now really gentleman we want for bring peace and want for bring togetherness. Let everybody there together. And irrespective of all the nonsense we then do, it still continue for calm down. I enjoy the drama, honestly. Because I not be the imagine say then can't go up in a salon. The 11 year when me salon, then go boom you from no side, no matter if not gray hair the China you ate. If Ernest said she did that person not for sleep night host, the next minute they bumbu you. Then you don't thief. You don't loot the country come out. Then they say for can investigate you. You say, man, I go meet me and me host. You see the man they turn the edge. So some people the Musa are there right now. They wonder, hey, your president, why is he so lenient with this man? Now I said, no, it's the procedure. Maybe the man just want for follow due process and let the courts do the needful and make sure say everybody at the end of the day go become culprit. They go don't do due diligence on that person before ever. We know they do kangaroo court. We know they do by force. They get ready now and she them. They don't. Who say you there first? They don't care who say you there. They don't go bring you by your tail. They lock you up. Then they go bring you by your head. They lock you up. But you see, with all the nonsense where Ernest they do, they pass so much patience. And I saw the officials of the ACC self, then so much patience and try on and on and on. The international committee, I tell you, I mean, they talk to one big posse where they tell me, say, this government is really a democratic government. It's really a democratic government. So see these happenings, it's terrible. Somebody don't chief. Now they say, can account for what he chief. Now we question, you say no. Now a lawyer then come out, they round. They say, no, you know this father been president, and section 48B of the 1991 Constitution say, we for respect him. If I were to all be done chief, not for action question. The chief away don't chief for left and buffing. You know what he mean? Me class 1 picking 7 able understand that one day. So, but why for the monitor? This now a developed story. And they ask that we continue for monitor. Now we monitor how it happen at the courts, and now we monitor. And not gonna be like that Sam Sumana Temo, where you just work one money, vice president legally elected and pull him. So then I switch and back to on go to the Supreme Court. But this time we have the watch. We they watch the Supreme Court and we they watch them. So let them think salon and let them think but salon people them. And then nobody will don't chief go hide under the guise of Section 48B of the 1991 Constitution.
All right, thank you so very much, my sister. We appreciate you. The one side where more a caption at this one, where you say, if you want for full Sierra Leoneans and take something, put it inside book. It's where you go meet and they. When are the more reason that they make President Bioka with this free quality education? For at least let people in Sierra Leoneans they are aware. Because if you learn, if you get that basic self, politician okay can lie by you. You know go can because now waiting because you know go school, waiting and one for can tell you, now they tell you and you take. So now that make President Bio, we thank you, sir. We celebrate you, sir, for where you can introduce this free quality education as your flagship program. Father, we thank you, Papa. We thank you. It don't show again say SLPP na a democratic institution. Now a democratic. Now we bring democracy. SLP, of course, now bring democracy in Sierra Leone, and we will continue for live by the laws of the country. Thank you so very much for that analysis. The way you bring Canada the program. Thank you so much, my sister. Okay, now we go end this discussion again to Abdulrahman Kaikai, we are Director of Communications na the National Youth Service. Waiting that you won't take quickly on this particular issue we get for do with Ernest by Koroma for go na the appeal court for like it go ask for immunity. So they're not going to ask them for all the things the way it don't take Sierra Leoneans then. Over to you, Abdulrahman.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you follow me from. I think we don't give the immunity to former President Nkrumah, and we still go continue for give the immunity. The immunity we want, we don't give him. Now the immunity make we call them say peaceful, can't just explain small thing to the people of the country. If not to because of that immunity, now drag for dragon counter. But now the immunity we don't give him. Just come by yourself, can't explain. You understand? Like Mahawa point out. You know, be they give you the immunity, then they drag you. Anyway, it won't drag you by your ears, by your head, by your toe. It bring you calm. You explain, explain. Then he still concoct things and put on you mouth say now you talk. But no, that's not how we do things. Now, because we know say we forget immunity, now that make we say, come and explain yourself. The only thing that they do, then they misunderstand this whole thing about immunity. You get immunity even up to now. The immunity we get now that we for care for him as a former head of state, provided he live up to the expectation as a former head of state, provided he maintain the statesmanship with a former head of state for maintain, which is why we do everything. We don't give him a pension, we don't give him all the entitlements. In return, let him come and explain to the people of this country about his stewardship during the 11 years where he did at the helm of affairs in this country. Simple. Nothing they change that, nothing they deduct from that, nothing they add to that. If they can explain to the people. We did run the democratic way. We not a dictatorship with the run. We very much believe, say, former President Nkrumah, he do things where the constitution give the mandate for do. Now that make us say, like I explain, we not accuse her of nothing. We not hold them on nothing. We just don't call them for now. We can't explain to the people about your stewardship for the past 11 years. That's all. The only thing we go implicate her now, the only thing we go hold her, the only thing we go find out one thing, and when he refused for come give account of his stewardship to the same people who he been on the lead for the past 11 years, then it don't give an opening for let the ACC and other security and disciplinary bodies then will come after him, because by then it would not signal the red light say there was a foul play. As far as we know for now, we don't hold on any foul play. We're not accused of anything. We just call them say can't explain your stewardship for 11 years to the people who be on the lead. Huh? I mean, the democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So the for the people partner, they would not reach. Like I can explain to the people how they run the country for 11 good years. So as for me, the immunity they ask for, it gets already. The immunity now, like I explain stewardship. I don't think anything was strange. It protected. Now the state they protect them. Now the state they ensure say he sleep safe. The state they give him a monthly pension. Then they provide vehicle for him every year. Where he's sick now, the state they take care of the bills and everything. I think that the immunity then this way entitled you for enjoy. However, that don't mean say you know for can explain but in stewardship to the people. For like continue for enjoy all the facilities here. And if you can tell the people, listen, let former President Nkrumah let for misunderstand something. Not to President Bio, it can answer. Let them let for misunderstand this. Not to President Bio, it can answer. It can answer to the people of Sierra Leone, we've been given mandate for the at the helm of affairs for 11 years. So, except he say you don't respect these people, and when you don't respect the people, then the people now then begin the mandates and they take the mandate from them and they're not waiting for do next. That's all make it for say.
All right, thank you so very much. Abdulrahman Kaikai, we are Director of Communications, the National Youth Service. We thank you so much for your contribution we make towards this particular topic. Now, quickly, we will go to Dwight Z.K. Sheriff, where the National Young Generation Council, it is part of them, National Council of the SLPP. Instead of go have your own take on this particular issue, we get for do it, and it's by Kurumai appeal now the Supreme Court.
I guess do I don't talk on her?
Yes. Yeah.
Also the timing.
Yes. Yeah, do I don't talk? Okay, well, now we move forward.
The second issue.
Yeah. Okay.
The second issue will get here today. I guess do I don't. The second issue will get here. We'll get for discuss now the gender issue. We see where these governments don't go with bill now Parliament. Forgive 30% quota to the women's then at this country. We all know how President be a passion for the women's then. The passion so much so that for the first time in the history of this country, you get a very active first lady. It's everywhere for the girl picking in this country when I no less a person but Madam Fatima Bio. Now we don't see this bill long going they act when a 30% quota for the women of this country where they give the women them entitlement of representational and governance and politics. On this issue, let's bring in the first panelist where we can discuss them when Amaiwa Aliyu. What does this mean to Una the woman then? And how na see where President Bio the fulfilling promise of giving a 30% quota to the women of this country?
Thank you so much, my brother. And I want to thank we all who watch the program from across the world. At this point, me personally, I want to say a very big thank you to His Excellency the President, the only talk and do president in the history of Salon, His Excellency Brigadier Julius Maada Bio for this bold step where it don't take. This is not the only talk and do president where I know where my whole life I know ever in my whole life see a president or see a person where so they keep to in promise, particularly when it comes to politicians. Me and one person will not ever believe a politician that they talk true. I don't ever believe so. Because I know politicians the way they lie. Politician go lie for you, go to a village, you go take your whole family, you bring them come. The way politician lie to you don't. But you know, me getting an interface with now President Julius Maada Bio, then 10 and then, Nine have been the flag bearer for the Sierra Leone People's Party, early 2018, before the elections. So during the campaigns and all, I've been getting the opportunity for interview. And one thing where it talk clear in that interview, now that if the people of this country vote for me and I become the president, they say I make education free for the Pekinum where they go school. So, during internet, like I want for them talk the number where the past years. Because me knowing politicians where they want power can say anything or can do anything. Come on, I just smile. So politicians are not done with lie. Anyway, so I don't patients do that interview. I still got
right, I think we get.
And after we later on play that record. Okay. A person like President Bio will fulfill that particular promise because now major promise that's where anybody can cancel for buy food. But I watch, I see them and see President Bio, one of him promise during the elections come to play, during the campaign. It make education free for Sierra Leonean picking them. It no matter whose part you come out, it no matter whose political party you the support or you people that they support. Once you're not Sierra Leonean Peking, you get the right to go school free in a salon. So now from then and they begin get respect for President Julius Maada Bio. So moving forward, why have they also look when I read through during internet and the way the SLPP manifesto come, where I read through page 46 of the New Direction manifesto, when I read them, the People's Manifesto, it clearly talk about women empowerment and how much His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio inside that manifesto they say is so committed for empower the woman them, where clearly states say it will increase the chances of women them in politics through the amendment of the 1991 Constitution of Salon, with a view for let them increase on the chances of women them for let them participate in politics. Mm-hmm. Inside page 46 of the SLPP manifesto, the New Direction manifesto, the Talk and Do manifesto, because we don't see every other thing where the inside the manifesto don't they come to light. So not only what you say now the manifesto, not only the talk, President Bio not only the talk, now they walk the walk. So when I read through page 46 of the manifesto, we'll talk about how much you get for add respect to we the woman them. We'll talk about how much it go count for make sure say the respect that the way they don't pull away, it go add them. I was like, how this go happen? But then when I encourage myself again, I said, this is one person. Mr. Self na me talk to her and I me interview then send away just a candidate. Anybody can say anything and they don't see beaucoup politicians, they don't lie. Some man lie self say they go make or not go get university. From that will not see that university now only under this leadership of His Excellency, the Talk and Do President Julius Maada Bio, and then and they call up people them cannot say where politicians talk, it can do them. But we don't get beaucoup politicians that we don't promise with people them from trade where me small, me graduate, tell me say politicians they lie. They don't promise with beaucoup, they not do them. So at this me age for let me see a politician where they say something and they do them. So when I read first before the Attorney General the pilot the bill for go Parliament, when I read first say cabinet been the situ and one thing whether they discuss but now one of the manifesto promises of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio, I was like, really? Okay, so one thing where they say clearly inside SLPP manifesto where we read through, one thing we're clear now that page 46, they say they will clearly try for maybe amend the 1991 Constitution, and also they will try for review and enact the minimum 30% quota bill where they create the chance for women them for whole 30% position inside their elected position like a member of parliament. Me and you know say the representation in the House of Parliament is so small, it's so funny. Now with the parliament, throughout me working days now Freetown, at the report for the House of Parliament, we see how much we get a minute number of women representation now the House of Parliament. We see how much even when you go to the councils, we see how much we the woman them always don't decide to take the back seat. Whether we male counterparts them not agree with the support, or whether the government even way go there for the day, not agree with the support, or whether we self as women, the shy away, the underlying factors them too much. But then we see say, we know they do well, or we know they don't they do well as women, particularly in their positions, but whether elected or appointed, women them generally we know we don't they do well. We position them so small. You go see a whole cabinet, sometimes and then you don't go get women and they reach 4 or 5. You go see a whole House of Parliament where constitutes of 132 members of Parliament. Sometimes and the way you watch around, they see women they reach 15. That is shame. So this world Sierra Leone particularly, now a male-dominated world. So for there is somebody in that capacity, like His Excellency, the Talk and Do President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, say, I go can't add this respect to women them. I go can't do this, and I go ensure say this go happen. For me, it mean a lot. So for that President Bio, he not only talk during cabinet, he now send the Attorney General and Minister of Justice to go na Parliament and pilot this particular bill for they amend them and it become an act. It mean huge thing. And what thing happen? President Bio not wait for let them enact this bill into an act. He move ahead now on Monday. He appoint 8 gallant women them in the media. Me acting glad where anybody come out from the media and this background will come out. President Bio now the only person we appoint 8 gallant women them from the media, including me where they talk now. My sister where they host the program, Elizabeth Campbell. We other sister Rachel Honor. We other sister Priscetta Williams. We other sister Mamawa Richards. We other sister Michael Apriwa. 8 of we, I mean 8
and
of we.
Milton.
You know, one day happened in the history of this republic. You know, one day happened. Forget women then. That's the show say, even before they begin pilot this bill, President Bio, it gets women at heart. It gets with the woman them at heart. This power it appoints we all as women. May I not believe. I shock. When I begin look at the list and I see women. That's what's it? We all ready, okay, for the appointment. But when we look at the list of women, when this I was like, wow. So me personally, this not come as a surprise to me. It not come as one surprise to me because it's the one person where I so believe in. President Bio, I throw a salute for you, pa. I so believe in. For the first time when it deliver, me get her on interview a candidate. This part, it tell we say, now that interview say, where I win? He say, I go make education free. I not believe self. Then me then at this mean life. God make a their life as him with me young yai them barawan. He make education free. Now from that time they respect this part. And I so say we always as salon people that for don't begin respect this part from the internet day. In not happening this part for set up the National Peace Commission. What he do? When I watch the appointment to come out just now, whether they top that rank. This means me and you, me, Lizzie, and other women them more than at this particular country. We for begin clap for President Julius Maada Bio with we hand and we foot them because he can't add respect to we. He can't make so say not to woman no more for the kitchen. He can't make so say woman them. This not time for let we be heard. This not time for let we voices them be heard. And me personally right now, on behalf of my colleagues them, me colleagues female attachés and me mama them, me auntie them, me sister them across salon. I want to say plenty thank you. So His Excellency, the Talk and Do President, Pa, we believe in you. Some of we believe in you. We so much believe in you and we want to thank you so much, sir. We want to thank you for what you give we respect what we deserve. You don't look at the Sexual Offences Act. You see how much the pardon puts premium on respect for women again. You see how much it don't say anybody will disrespect women, what will happen to you. You see, the problem what they say, I'm glad you all that they bring this program. Lizzie, Jacquema, Elizabeth, wanna thank you for this program. Let we they talk, let we people then they understand because they fool with people them. Now that makes them they kill the country. That's why the social media will be there. And that's why I keep education, the 11-year way pass, that's also nonsense they go on in that country. Country when the items of West Africa when it comes to education, when people they across other country, they go sit down salon for me the land book. That buy nyanka education. So that me and you not go learn. We're not going able to read. We're not going to get the understanding about what they happen. But when this part come, it don't make sense. Say, let man read. Let man learn. So they're not going to seize you right. They're not going to turn you left, so you right. So now they tell you, my sister, right. If we read, we going to say, this president, he don't do beaucoup. And when I say when I continue this program, let we fumble the love with it.
Sure. We are here to stay.
All right.
Because me granite understand, but right now don't if I share this program to them, where they download and me granite get WhatsApp, if they listen Creole, If you understand, say, now lie them, we don't they lie for them. It was what this part they do now this country. So now we they do more of them create programs here. Let me somebody understand what this part don't do. For we the woman. Yeah, glad you. I'm glad you were president.
I know.
Thank you so much. We're so happy.
We see the passion in you. We see the passion in you.
So they are allow with woman them. They are not we celebrate. So we need for celebrate with woman them. We need for celebrate. We need for celebrate. Mr. President, on behalf of the woman them na Sierra Leone, oh, we celebrate you.
Mr. President,
we salute you, sir. We salute you.
We trust you.
We believe in you. Oh my God, 30% quota. Wow. Now, it can become law. Then go for elect woman them, 30% of woman them, appointed woman them, 30%. You pass through parliament. Then you take up governance. You be part of government. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you so much on behalf of Sierra Leone and woman them. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. If we don't tell you thank you, no go down. Thank you very much. They tell you. Oh my God. All right, let me continue with the program.
Speaker, I want to congratulate President Bioba. Call on Sireti happy. Do a shocking thing.
Yes.
I've been doing that. Just remember. We all know what TV they happy in MPLC. We're picking up the pay scratch card. Yesterday they released the results. And they tell you, already and you know they list to me. Today, President Bio don't save indirectly over 60,000 parents there from buying scratch card of 150,000 loan plus.
Yes.
Where you go spend. Now, with just a click of 468, you see picking results live now your phone. You don't need for go buy a scratch card again. Whose government again? Whose Commonwealth government will go do that again? President Bio tell you thank you. We salute you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We salute. Education, we don't say the what you don't do. Don't save indirectly many parents from buying scratch card. And people that make use of the service plenty today. We tell you very, very thank you. I also want to extend we thank you to the hardworking Minister of Education, Dr. Senge. You are doing a very good job. Thank you, sir. So
now we can with yes, bit of Bokari. Let's just add the voice. So today now we do. We go celebrate one only year. We the woman they celebrate the whole year.
This week now celebration.
We dey celebrate. These
are the women's wall.
Some of the man we gender sensitive.
The women's wall.
Yeah.
The gender sensitive president.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. So, this fire, all they talk about. You get one name, what they call them. First time, what they say, old firewood. Old firewood, the interpretation is cool, but the main one is the fact that in not the old belfu, in passion for women, them, in likeness for women, and for the women, and gain prominence in this country, it was that long. The very first president as a female, that Dr. Kadisi say, it seems like he left the kind of passion where elect. Now they first begin telling this country say yes, I depend per woman then. We for depend per woman then because they're very, very important in society. Number two, the first female Attorney General and Minister of Justice, he didn't record. Now, His Excellency Naindua. The next one, he recommends Justice Miata Samba for the RCC. The other one, the first female Deputy Inspector General of Police. The first girls' school inside Port Loko will carry the name Dr. Kadisi Senior Secondary School or Junior Secondary School. It deal with what we call the gender empowerment policy. You know, they just talk out, they push them to the doors. And of course, the sexual offenses court several things that he don't do for let empower women in this country here. And we for admire and for that. Waiting inside the bill, like Mr. Sabili say, 30% they reserve them for political seats in parliament. Let me tell you how they get for do this here. Governments, they get for make sure say, parliamentarians, they get for make sure say, that 30%, that one they will like, if for come, so they forgive position or parliamentary seat to symbol to somebody when they know say it get for win. Now that particular area, because we know say some area then they now the woman will take call, then they say and final like how you excellency this year. So long no go there, we give symbol to woman, where we know say you know the windy. But certain area then they definitely they get for make sure say as they give the symbol to the woman, no matter what you say, it just get for win. And for the politics. Of course, the same 30% inside the appointment for employment, you know, we finally say for bring women on board the mainstream of governance. Don't forget to, one of the things that really, really humble women in this country, and the access to finance, money business. This bill here, it talk about that one day. For say, they therefore make provision for women now, for let them access funds, finance, money. Because when you empower women to God, you don't ensure what we call rapid national development. But not forget to, under this regime, we are talking about national sustainable development and not national cosmetic development. Sustainable one that we want in this country. Right? So all these things, let me not forget, His Excellency, he believed in the rule of law. I can always stress that one day. So what's going to happen? The bill, it get for go in Parliament. But you know what people don't begin talk about this bill? They say it will likely be one of the bills we will take the shortest period, you know, for pass Parliament. Because all it's way they inside there, I think say, nine all man belong the yarn for. Even opposition or this all man belong the yarn for woman empowerment. So now we see now whether they talk about much more or the hypocrisy that they make. The power don't pull them from your side or they don't put them. Just like how they wait for the Supreme Court. For now we see whether they go turn black to white or they turn white to black. Waiting the constitution say where it say 48 section 48 subsection 4. Now we see whether the Supreme Court it will change that one day. When they talk say pass you didn't have power. Nine, they will take something against you. But when you don't have power, you're like any other person. You other benefit, we're going to give you. So nine are the so we watch the parliamentarians because they're all the political parties, we don't talk about 30%. If I tell you one interesting thing, that one I know you are leader. It go and talk say how KY. We don't want to let KKY venture upon this year. Matter be don't beat her. No. Before I be in a member, we don't be in running mates. In the KKY, we don't.
No more.
I just can't say no more. So this year, definitely we get for make sure say this bill here. Of course, it will be gazetted. You know, they can't tell me no more. You know, it will be gazetted. And fam would not forget, even before this bill here. They go parliament. I don't give you all waiting His Excellency we don't do in terms of bringing women to prominence. Not forget, see, under this 3 year of in administration, representation of women both in parliament and in government offices, parastatals and not military or whatnot, it is up to 21%. So if we are fighting for 30% already, His Excellency, before he take this year to Parliament, Indo already achieved 21%. So, Presto, I salute you. Presto, I salute you. Thank you very much, His Excellency.
Thank you very much. May us you might mute. Mr. Kaikai, what small part this issue bar?
Thank you, moderator. You know, I always get this way. May like for take a very short. Mao, I don't talk. Elizabeth don't talk. And BW don't talk. And maybe one important area where BW just left out, I go bring now that we former foreign minister under the Ernest Bai Koroma regime, Haja Zainab Bangura, President Miyu will also recommend them for let it go work at the UN. Let we not forget that. So, I mean, President Miyu, in own empowerment and in activities, you know, no political boundary, you know, no ethnic boundary, you know, no regional boundary. And focus not only that you know, Sierra Leonean, you for benefit from within Sierra Leone get for you. If you can't be Sierra Leone, a Sierra Leonean woman, then we say everybody get 30%, you stand for get up to 60%. So I think that are the one thing we just people don't forget small. Like what they say, the last time I remind we audience say the youngest next commissioner in the Western region don't be appointed by HE President Julius Maada Bio in Zainab Umomosige. And it will interest the audience for no say the opposition APC along with Kande Yum Keradi first this woman a appointment, a very young woman. Probably the youngest commissioner ever this country don't get at the National Electoral Commission. We're a very big thing for we, because by every standing, it deserves a meritant, that is Sierra Leonean, decently educated, they don't prove in ability in the Political Parties Registration Commission as active registrar, meaning a fit all the requirements for let it serve as a regional commissioner and a NEC in the Western area. Yes, people not going to believe, it will surprise you now for no say. The opposition way they ask for immunity, they go after this vibrant young Sierra Leonean woman right now, say, they don't think say it will be commissioner in this Western region. So could you imagine? One moment then they ask say they want immunity for all the people they don't think in the world. And another moment, then they fed a young woman with barely just to get to 30, say enough to realize the potential. So this is not the kind APC will get at this country. And until this particular virus, where we don't get the vaccine for us, when a HE President Julius Maada Bio, we inject them into them. And get rid of them for sanity in this country. Look, young woman, they not go nowhere. They only believe say the young woman them for day in a kitchen and they will be misused by the male counterpart. Period. And not that we stand for. We stand for equality. We stand for uprightness, and everything we would think say we forgive a woman or let it stand shoulder to shoulder with a man, because like Billy points out, when you educate a woman, you educate the nation. The time where mama then get, the time where sister then get, for monitor, they became them, for monitor brothers and sisters, their education, their welfare, the man they not get that time. Which is why for every woman we educate. Now a serious challenge to 10 gallant men that will be best for education. Oh yes. And therefore, like everybody said, I salute President Bio.
Salute him. Let's see.
I salute the First Lady of this country.
Salute him. Let me see.
Hold on. Let me come. Let me before they disturb me. See, when a police who they give a boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let
them know say. Under no circumstances will not agree again. Let the woman and they as kitchen utensils. No way.
Oh, no.
We for stand shoulder to shoulder, because for any country for develop, you get for create this space for women there. America don't realize that now that big them bring in Kamala Harris. And we see the moment they take over, we don't see the efforts they don't make for control the corona pandemic. You see Rwanda, everybody they envy Rwanda, Now, because President Kagame, he create a platform for women, it give a space for women to get the opportunity for put the potential to the best use, so that together, when Rwanda they develop, they ask which person do this. They say that the Rwanda. So if we can get the same opportunity for President Bio, like Mahawa point out, this is the very first time. This is the very first time a male existence for see woman and they go as press attaché. Then Bokute, then Boku, Betty, Belgium, Mahawa de Gambia, Princess de Ghana, you name them, South Korea and everywhere, they all over. You come back on the ground here, then they are all MDAs as communication people, and then they prove their ability. They are so excellent. They so get time for contribute to national development. This don't do for tell say if we for move for go forward, henceforth, we need for allow let it be 60-40. Let the woman be 60% ahead of everything what they do. Let them 40%. Create a space for them. Then we'll go forward. Because in the first place, when a woman say, are they against corruption? Trust me, it go chase them, it go dig them out. When a woman say, are they against injustice? It go make sure it dig them out of that society. So let we do that. Let we create a platform for them. And kudos to HE President Bio for giving the space, creating the space for women. And special thanks to the First Lady for ensuring they push, irrespective of the group, so they come from the opposition, for ensure say women then, the girl picking in particular, they are highly protected in this country, and no more, nobody will take advantage of.
Thank you so very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kaikai, for that brilliant contribution the way you give at the program. Now we will come to Dwight ZK Sheriff, when himself go add to waiting, you don't talk quickly because we get another topic that we'll get for discuss, and let them not catch you this time around. One walk towards time. So they come with Mr. Dwight. Mr. Dwight.
Thank you very much. Honestly, the panelists don't say everything. I just want for join in the saluting of His Excellency the President, not forgetting the Minister as well for gender, and the First Lady, where they don't put all the effort and together for let this thing come to actualization. They are bringing another woman back with President Bio. Before this bill to come into actualization, definitely we don't make one of the senior judges in this country, when a woman, we send at the ICC. He recommended the ICC, when the ICC prosecutor now, Australian judge. So that alone safe definitely done the signal. Those were signals, something they went and they call early warning signals. Then the old President it was to send the signal, say there is a bill coming, and that bill definitely will have to be approved within the shortest possible time and not go delay in Parliament. So coupled with all other things that we President was surrounding the gender, when are the woman inside, we will be specific. Some of it very much gender sensitive. Some people they may talk about gender, but when they talk about gender equality, not to only getting access to the work, but to get access to the equal pay to that job when the man gets when at the same job. Before, or probably it is happening as when a woman and man can get the same qualification, they go in for the same job. At the end of the day, they get the job, but the man get higher pay than the woman. So it's better now this time, this bill, it try to regulate the access and the woman activities and surrounding that. Then, however, then it can into actualization. I only they hope that all the woman group then at this country, when they advocate for gender, like the 50-50 group, I don't know whether they don't go in disillusioned, but we expect them for me to come up. For be one of the propagators of that particular bill for letting not even delay the Parliament. But we don't see.
They will always show up on ACC call for Akisoya for go answer.
Yes.
yes.
So come back.
Excuse me. We expect them for let them be the mouthpiece of this bill. May them definitely push for the quick passing of this bill. May they make sure say all hands on deck. May it be a political, May everything become a way of nationalistic document. Let everybody go winning. But we don't know. Waiting then they do. When they look at now, like when this year they don't reach this level, yeah, before they hear them. Before they hear them. I don't know who said this other woman they of CGG when I'm Marcela Samba. She's always active when it comes to politics. But when it comes to instrument,
active PRO of the opposition.
It always active. Yes, but when it comes to nationalistic ideology, like this kind of document as a woman, if I don't definitely they out there, for definitely campaign, for the campaign to in a AYV television and radio, like I can do in the other instances, in a 98.1 and other radio stations, for make it propagate this, they make it come quick, make council into law. But where are they? Where are all of these people? We know they see them. So that's the reason more we appreciate this program that we are the mouthpiece. We see the men. Yes. But they can always see when they say shoot out don't be under, they don't kill 1-2 person, then they come out like manners from heaven for say we let the people there, the people's life is in danger, the people's life is no, we are not expecting them to be talking negatively. Let them come out now and see them supporting this bill to come into law as quick as possible. So therefore, President Bill, we thank you very much.
Tell me when once you see opposition support any good move by the ruling government.
No, it's not the other ground. But we did look at them.
So yeah, why you want Marcela Samba for support anything good from this government?
And I wish it's a shame on our side. It's a shame on our side, even on the side of the other women group there. We want to see that they project this thing. We want to see and they project this thing. This is a bill for the women. So therefore, not only the matter of talking about it, man, woman for this side by side with the women. Biblically, that's not the thing because God made man, woman from man. So for this side by side. But if then can't see how they happen, holistic document like this, it didn't at the well of parliament. Therefore, don't definitely add their voices. But where are they? But well, just now something happen. Then they begin to make noise all around the place. So far, so good, President Bill. Thank you very much. We salute you double, and we continue for push you ideology of the new direction agenda. We manifesto with the actualize all because the second term manifesto with the prepare because we don't achieve all of this in our first term manifesto. So
thank you so much. Thank you very much,
Secretary General Toby.
Thank you.
Salute you.
Thank you.
Now we come to another issue. We're going to do it. I call him the Mr. Liarman, the talkative. We're in the thing good for have a talk, but it sabi talk like he gets all the solution to a Salone problem. But so he put I cannot implement them. If you go now in constituency now, you ask her what he don't do for even point at tap, he cannot point. But when then I radio, it's a bit talk like he got all the solutions then. Not the a person who they talk about now, Honorable Kande Koleyum Kela. We see this week they all over radio station. They go and as usual no more with in lie propaganda that's if he gets the solution to Salone problem then. For me say the couch Okada factory, even a kitchen if I don't go to herself, it build small self if I don't appreciate them. I'm not deliberate on the issue then because what we there at Unity Broadcasting and for the negative propaganda where anybody they do follow the speech and then like fake news them we not go there then story then they become untold. We all Kai Dwight, I guess me I think will be there as student leader them way that guy they can at this country. We know how every day deceive people. You understand? Now guy who is so ambitious, so much so that they do anything for power. You understand? A counting like saying a UN Senam, and not we resist them. Say go stand with Ban Ki-moon if na UN send you. Not to SLPP, they can't give power. SLPP not
SLPP na UN garage.
They make coalition say and not succeed. We see how a misuse the big man in SLPP. When they elect today, they regret some. What follow just because of like propaganda when they say na you and Senna wake come as they get the symbols so they become president. I remember vividly at one point in time when man go bow see crowd. Time begin calculate, say boy don't get 30, Kenem I don't get 20. It's just
high five.
For them can be an 100. You don't win the election done. So one know for sugar coated vibes there. But I not go ever win election. I don't challenge. I mean not to go though. But with the NGC, you not go ever be president on the NGC. Then they lay marker out. And even if the APC go give and flag bearer, you not go ever beat President Bio in any election in life. You understand? Lay no down day. Even if we form coalition, because no one a papa for coalition. But the thing happen by coalition there, where they don't form the moment they not get a leadership, they back off. So once the other coalition go get for end. Now bring BW Bakari as your big brother. You know that man they well. We all know say that man na Mr. Lion man. Mr. Talkative. A video all over social media. The grant interview. What's my take on that issue?
Thank you very much. First of all, the first deception. I will tell or will lie and the whole world go to Salon for say in a paid up party career of the People's Party. And the first deception where anybody will get sense, we get to intelligence, you get you wits around you. If you don't say this kind of person here, enough fine for you even DBNA for presidency and all the rest. Yeah. Now every other thing he make like say is have everything. We not be ever know say we get people the way we calculate. The prices of goods and market, even pepper away for all and then the calculator. How will this price this? So this before now, first step. Then yes. Well, that's what they're going to use. They don't turn spokesperson. You know, and they go from place to place. Now, biggest deception at the party office. Now, the problem we start with them, first of all.
Big brother, it look like a network.
And now see what's in the happen now. Even inside your constituency, and the SDB big man don't begin beating straight away. You know, small. The other thing we don't go over, I was a very serious contender, party for this election we can. Because I don't, envisage one situation outside. One by your supporter, a cry and down say, but all the corona we don't come. It's a real constituency. They all vote for this fire. One day, not go there for give you Veronica
sanitizer.
Another. They say, which they call this? The person even talk say, whether they go to around, they let go to around, they say, they come back as MVP. All the time reach. He say, man, make it make your audio, sell them. Nobody don't pay them. It's because this year, now, so like the BDP. Now, this same man, I want to take responsibility for this issue of 30% quota for women. He said, in your manifesto. Yes, it is in your manifesto. But you know, how you going to implement it?
I keep trying to go implement.
Now, you go and pass the talk now, say, now you don't depress. So now you forget, say, His Excellency, even before now, it don't be done, they take women and very, very important. Now we ask him, all the parliamentarians they win in parliament, I mean, parliamentarians they win a woman. First of all, when you talk about women's empowerment now, that's what you go and talk about, we're correct. And we want for advice, then why are we Yunkela? Let him make sure say, let this fire not go push the inside per mile pot with the boy. Because this time around, if they don't tell them go there, when you see pushing inside, as you born, so you don't grab again. So you better come back to the party so you come out. Yeah? Would they say they go APC? Okay, what they ask him is not to talk so but in belief say 2023, the only way forward now what you call coalition of political parties. against the Sierra Leone People's Party. As if, you see, when they talk like say he get control over everybody.
Everybody,
You don't even know say he own party people them. Yes. They remember now for go outside the commons. That are the latest consideration people they consider now for go back outside the commons. Of course, the Sierra Leone People's Party, we're ready to welcome them because election and number. We're ready to welcome them. And then you go, you can. I mean, the door is open. You understand? But you know, we can't give you condition at all. Yeah. So this Maya, I really appeal to the conscience of people. We get people that will get intelligence, high intelligence. They be behind this Maya and they go. But now also I don't care and go. And now only one person they see the pulling headsets most more. I only say maybe na Draya Kobashim, how they call him, former youth minister. That is right. Then they go sit down. Now they go sit down. Now they analyze. Now they go sit down. Now they tell you how much the cost of per mile, this and that, and all the rest. Now the only person all the time. Now, in grab again say how they marginalize Yumkela in the parliament, which is completely wrong. Yumkela can always talk, but at the talk we can talk in the parliament. You know, feel possible ways of anything of parliament. Private motion, be way for don't carry. You go sit down, he patch, he can't go. And they say, no, not to so for me this year. Go sit down, consult people that will sabi for make, or sabi for draft bill, then they carry it up. When you can fall, they say, I bring Bankasuka. And APC, they say, no, if you bring them, from there, follow we implement that one. Now the second line, and the back way, like, say, I carry it up. Before the talk again, he say, we are foot waiting, we are foot women.
So
we are foot women.
All the things, just say, but don't take for God's sake, now you bring them. What do you use for bring them? I think in a country where you come from, where people that believe say, yeah, that country, they're a country where they're on track. They make a decide, say, let's go with them to another place. You see, but all the things that we talk about, who said it today? All man don't claim them from you. His Excellency, before he take over, this country be completely, life support, like somebody can say, the economy, for example, they don't life support machine. You see. Someone saying, I like the lie, and another will say, oh, but when we can, His Excellency, make sure, see, all the one that we don't turn them back per week, they don't know them. Because of poor or weak fiscal policy by EBK administration. They all come back because they believe in this man in administration. Revenue mobilization, we can force, with fiscal policies, this one account, this treasury account, one single treasury account, all landed for keep on putting at least because the economy will not go to a brink of collapse. You see. So who are this person now we go really can challenge man you know what? I salute you, bro. You don't talk no more.
Coronation that 2023 BW not shared.
Okay.
This my I don't want to waste time on her because I need to see.
Really, indeed, because I don't see any relevance in them. Though we continue for talk on national issues, them yeah. Thank you very much, BW. If anybody gets any talk we want to talk on KKY, they are all limited to 1 minute. 1 minute.
Now we left KKY is not too relevant. KKY is not too relevant. Not get popularity.
Exactly. So now that's what I just want to say. Lord, we talk on issues, developmental issues,
the death penalty.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
That's just one thing. You get me? Let us not give relevance to any junkie boy in this country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When the election time come, we will reach a junction.
Ibrahim, me and you know where this man come. We know how he be look like. He be lanky like monkey. Now, he can go so they go to have na beach, the book closes. Now, you know, say he even come for a shop. So, what for kind of relevance? Mama, you don't report from parliament for long. You know, say there are people where young, like Honorable Bashiru, Honorable Clerk of Parliament of Param. You know, say even when they do operation, sometimes they don't sit in fee, they ignore because then they consider themselves a big boy for go to Mapna line for sitting fee. This man,
they go to
Mapna. That's almost here. We don't have such kind of money we get.
Proceed.
Not for sitting. You know, one committee then to sit. get them and all that. You know,
That committee is a fee. Yeah.
Hey, brah. Keke why no go less 1,000 years. You know,
again, now the issue and the way they say within the constituents, then they say they left 50 million. Wait till they say.
You know they left 50 million. And when they say oversight, it's them big man, they look at the SLPP big man them. You get some oversight, then they put some MP when a senior MP. Of course, then a member of them committee, then they when they want to go out. If there's some SLPP guy that we go say no more, no. Let the guy, then the young one then go, and we go wait back. Keke why
no, not for them.
Let you know one secret. A family member. They tell this man say in don't form NGC. In your family member, now a close friend to me. When they talk once and I say, hey, bo, they say, when I say, how they allow mediocre them for put up our politics? They say, now don't make my life so stressed now, America. Yeah. All day this man called, send money for me, organize fundraising for me.
Right. Now we continue for this program. Yes. Now we continue for move this program forward because we get 2 more issues or 3 we'll get for.
I not get nothing for some more.
Exactly because you know relevant.
Yeah. But the man from college days. It's still student union, but so let's not talk nothing about anyone in the Nama in ADC.
Yeah, now the issue now where they make like instability. If you don't then a station, so Sierra Leoneans, that guy not supposed to be trust. That's all. You know, will ever be president without SLPP. And they
okay, me from them. Now we continue with the program. Now they can't talk, but the abolishment of the death penalty Act of 2021, where Parliament to approve, this BNTM, as we go say. Just imagine, Sierra Leone don't join 119 countries them in the world where they abolish death penalty, where include 21 African countries. They don't put on the law book. President Bio will tell you thank you. And this now one for President Bio manifesto promise them where he make to the people of Sierra Leone. Now they kill you again, or like if you kill person or you do bad thing way for make they tell you commit treason, now they kill you again. Now you go 30 years imprisonment. And that's now the penalty now we will get for pay, for any charge where you get for do with killing. Now killing not again, 30 years imprisonment. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Now for there we rob more pan this because it's a big thing. Exactly. International people, they applaud President Bio for that. Internationally, then they write, on Twitter, send message to for that kind bold step they will take, for abolish this particular law. Now we book. Wow, like great news for Sierra Leone. So for there we talk on that, and we want to come with Mawa. At least we'll start with Mawa, the whole woman at the house. Of more span this death penalty law.
We salute you, woman. We salute you.
Thank you so much for celebrating with we. This time of women's world. Welcome. Talk and do president.
Yes, ma'am. So one come with you. Follow we talk on this abolishment of the death penalty Act of 2021, where Parliament approved.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Me, them, I want to say thank you so much. That's gonna keep the thought and continue for follow up with we as we do this very important program. For let we educate with people that migrani self na village ki understand Creole. So instead way they listen this program, in go nobody did so their activity of the government of Sierra Leone under the leadership of His Excellency, the Talk and Do President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio. So me family them, we talk about something very important. This now about the death penalty. Yeah, so on Friday, the 22nd of July, 2021, the House of Parliament, they don't rule. This now one old law we don't know the Salon law book for long term. Me Salon family them. So finally, we don't agree. Salon don't agree as a country because we Parliament agree for do anything. It means that the Salon people they don't agree because we always Salon now different constituency them from across the country. Now we send them member of parliament them. Now we different village there, we different town them for let them come and let them represent we in the parliament. So any decision where parliament take, it means that the people of Salone that they don't take that decision there. So for let them pull this kind of law come out now with law book, it means that we all as Salone people that we don't agree. So let them pull this law come out now the law book. So me family them. I want to let una listen as we dey rub much pan, waiting don't happen with regards this particular law where they don't pull. Salone as a country, like Lizzie be the explainer in intro, we don't join 119 country them. We don't join them across the world for they're able for pull come out. So they say abolish for me and see where they na Kenema may understand. They don't pull and come out at the law book. They don't pull and come out pata. Another country, they know we don't pull this law come out because they don't want this lawyer so go they bet some people them. So Salone now make 119 country where don't join for pull this law come out at the law book. And Africa, they can 21 countries now we don't join. What does this mean? Mr. Salone family them. Well, this particular law, maybe they not the law book. You know what they do? It be said they go kill person. We do bad thing them. Who's kind bad thing them? You see people them, for example, where they go kill other people there with intention. Like one person come here and say, I want to kill Mufu. You plan you kill Mufu. You say they say them for kill you. Now in there we law book trade. And also Pomodeo, this law also they tell we say any other person that this country will go grab. You come, you do what you call robbery with aggravation. So then they go meet the person. You may not say that me they come to meet that person. Go thief am, pull in property by force come out my hand. The lobby don't say what in. He said anytime people then he say therefore undergo what and call death penalty. Yeah. And apart from that, the people that like in the case of Paulo Conte, we want to go attempt trade for go do some kind of a thing to president in life. Then they call them treason. Then people that never go commit then kind of offense then they treason, State Offences Act 1963. Then people then they chef. Now people they wear this lock in the bed. Stranga one. But what happened? His Excellency the President, one of the most vilified presidents. If now one person say if now they can deal in the tenure of Anesco, I go say this law no pullable. This is a good law. So now we clamp on we opponents them. This is a good law. For make sure say you go lie per person, then go look for Anesco, mind they power the internet. Then go look for person within our opposition no more. They say this law applicable. Then can hold you and then kill you. Not the commodity. You understand, eh? Because it then our Salone law book, me Salone family them. But President Bio, even when are the most vilified president, I don't want to see president when they turn over with the nyanka presidential candidate, na Salone reach this man. But this is not the same man who don't come. He not only don't repeal one parent lawyer when he's in a critical law, they criminalize the law, which are the politician, they just clamp you. You understand? When politician will just give hand for you, it go lock you like that. This is not the only man. Where pull come out that talk that law day. Where journalists then trade. They don't talk all kind bad thing about this man. They don't do all kind bad thing. They don't talk all kind bad stuff. But when it come, now you're not the only president who say no, this law, I don't promise you we go pull them. We go pull them. This one again, where they be don't put, trade then say, if person commit any kind crime here, like a way attempt to kill president, like where Uncle Paulo be one go do na state halls. You understand? This the power in that power for say you see them kind of here, would they use the waiting at the law book and very clamp on them. But President Bion they take advantage of anything. President Bion one of the democratic presidents I don't see ever in my life. And because if a person will be one for take them kind of a here, he gets all the advantages at disposal. He gets everything within the law book where will permit him for do X, Y, and Z. But this is not the same man. When they look at them law, then they will be the best with family. When they look at them law, then they when sometimes other person for don't use for able to forget as the people, if they pull them law and come out. Me, I know they say that person do bad now, but you know, when they pull them kind lawyer come out now with law book, now they say you don't go prison forever and ever.
Right. I think we get network issue,
where you rob, salvation. You know, that thing they keep on now, then they send you go na court, and the court go look you something and they give you 30 years. That one is not bad, because you will go scrub, take, come out. Who that make you enjoy that facility now, na President Julius Maada Bio? Because they will kill you. You go kill you forever and ever, because we love them. They don't state and clearly say they get right for kill you. But President Selo will not keep us in. They say life or not, so you make not take calm. Who that will think that way? Not only the people's president, not only he will get the interest of the people and get Salon people they at heart for things to say, this kind of thing they unbox Salon family them. So me family them what you wanna go do. Not to them kind of people here wanna go pray God for them continue for govern Salon. The man will go sit down inside your own wisdom and things say this they affect me people them. Make a tap am or this they affect me people them. Make sure say no happen again. Not to them kind of people then they. I just want to tell and thank you. Although some people then they back the civil society they are see where they clap, I see where they glad international community they commend the president for this time. You know, I see a lot of media. Yesterday they watch CNN. I see Salon been there at CNN on this particular death penalty, the abolishment of this death penalty. You know, this is the 21st century, and President Bio, they move by the trend, they move by the world, they move by the stage, for make sure say Salon then at the international map. And every other day, if this week passed, the other week you will most see Salon at the international stage for most of the good reasons that will happen at the country. So me, I just want to continue, Lord Poppy. Poppy, I salute you. And you know, me right now, I'm waiting for talk about the kind of good thing that we continue to talk about them not if full up. But not one thing I say, let we continue for the talk. We are the mouthpiece. Yeah. Let we people they understand. Because beaucoup people they near like a KK why they go live with people them. You don't join APC live with people them. And with people that will not go move. When you go tell them one thing, they go look to them say, hey, that this man get respect to my can't talk so long. Yes. So then we
UN they take fake people UN.
Now we educate
the man be apprentice na UN.
Now my village na Lago. He dey understand Creole. So he go know exactly what we dey talk right here. Not all man about this death penalty. He go see the write up so but me granted the social media but he not the eat. Now I send this link to the Facebook link. So if you click and just know, he will all know the talk like Creole. He can understand exactly what is happening at the country. Then we they write no more with people that they read. And if we say the thing that we don't documents, now we they go with no more with people that not go understand what is happening. So me I want for them we and encourage we all for let we support this program for let it stand tall. Let we people they understand in clear terms, particularly in Creole. Waiting the government they do na Salon. Every development, then we explain that at Creole, and then we share the links them wide. So we family they go listen, let them understand, make they left for life for them. 11 years, you understand, 11 year people they know they go better school. Under this 11 year under APC, we family they not be they read better. We go under the self the university, they don't say they go school, they don't go school, they get for pass them. The education we don't scrap. The food don't scrap, it can better not be in
you don't wololo.
This quality education, we need to say we also make good use of them. Then we take the opportunity and then we learn for read. Then 5 years so where government they do, but you know say me granny na village ever no say President we don't add respect to woman them. You know ever no say that's how the government don't appoint, that's why so the government don't do. You don't know because people then they lie past mark. Any politician will go one for them, he gets votes and support from the people that they go live for there. This government they don't got so waiting and nepa. Now so this. So the layman said that ideology they take. But if we come out explaining clear Creole, then we family understand what this government stand for and a chief where APC don't chief this country. Not to picking money, then money that the government don't take now. President Bio said this money go better we all. Before we family them with the fly go na Ghana and other parts of the world for medical treatment. This money where APC don't chief or don't pull at the hand. We then take this money, we build super grade air hospital now. So if me auntie sick na Lago where them bring and we get some critical health condition, then they treat you at that hospital, nothing for fly go other country. Would I go think that way they? Would I go do that kind of thing? Not only a visionary leader, the people they attack.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lady, my lady.
Thank you. I don't say
My
you want
lady,
to.
thank you very much. I know you come with that. I know. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
We see the death penalty, the abolishment of President Bio. What's unique that death penalty?
We don't get
a manifesto promise where President Bio don't achieve. You understand? Just they achieve a manifesto promise them. You are part of that manifesto there. I remember vividly. You are working within the secretariat there. This time manifesto promise we will achieve under the new direction of President Bio. Rob more day small.
We will continue to deliver. We will continue to fulfill the manifesto promises till the 11th hour of we time. Period. Anyone who we don't talk, we get for continue for doing. One thing we're very good about this particular bill, we don't turn into law. Now, waiting happen inside Parliament. All eyes, all political parties, it was a bipartisan debate. In other words, all men will get the opportunity for letting talk about this. That tells you that His Excellency, when they talk, say, Hama will not respect the rule of law. He respect the rule of law. Now that make it always to talk about the Senate and Parliament. Let us self contribute. Because you one, or we as a cabinet, we will do everything. So the Senate and Parliament, all men contribute. And the interesting part of it all, now that the Speaker, after I don't move the motion, you remember what he job. All those in favor say no. Yes, exactly. Whether time reach, he do more than 2 times. Yes. And before you talk now, say, yes, have it. So which means definitely that's something we good. But if we ask ourselves, honestly, from 1968, when they don't begin kill people then, if they're not killing them more for make Sierra Leone rich outside America, it will not happen. So His Excellency say this don't mean anything. Even when Paulo in business becomes, somebody say this man I like the life and this and the question is, who done a Paulo in one grain? I like the Nyaka say, waiting I go mean big for Sierra Leone. Nothing. Nothing. Or something there behind that one day where some man will be know. When they say, hey, His Excellency, don't let this man and all the rest go. His Excellency no say. That trap the way the man set for himself, where you don't go where inside. For that business not can be like say His Excellency and make them kill him. What's the apple is sent at the court. For them go do what they do. If you been get for interfere upon that thing, that man in life will not save. But may the Lord forbid it. But we know the secret behind it all. Una wait. The Commission of Inquiry, the ACC, and all wait between now and 2023 and see whether Paulo is able to pull it. Yeah? So now that's the idea. They say the way you hold you, we hold you tight. Yeah? So none of the things. So me, this death penalty definitely, I think, say at the right time. And like I want to say, His Excellency, in Wittenco, they don't get international, acclamation, and they respect him more and more. Yeah, now make it force anything by anybody. If you look at the issues, it makes sure say if it can, it will be in the interest of everybody. Because you don't come for a wish hunt for anybody, you don't come wish hunt any political party. If I would do the talk, let me come. Let me let them go arrange themselves. When that time they come, we will see how we pass we say. Yeah.
All right. Quickly. Okay, we salute you. Yes, quickly, before you just continue that, and we'll continue to talk about the security issues in a salon. Yes. Because as to tell you, the time not in favor now, so we'll catch and quick. Yeah. The security issues in Sierra Leone, like now. Because one for the give people an update.
Before me, exactly. Before me, even come today, minus all the threats, now social media and all the rest. You see, I got to make social media cow because some man they don't more edit. They make single now they social media edit and WhatsApp edit. We don't see it. So I contact a very senior person, and I'm media one of the police. He has shown me say the security situation in the country is relatively calm. Then they on top of situation, let nobody not tell you say there is a threat from this end or from that end. Even if there is a threat, then say now 24 hours in the pan. From the ONS wing also, I also get the assurance. So one for assurance Sierra Leoneans that despite the threats when they see on social media, also Monday makes it and do so, definitely the police, the military, the ONS, and all security sectors, then they 24-hour alert. Then they above the situation as I talk to my relative. Let nobody.
Okay, make we come in. No, we come in with Dwight Sheriff. What are you take on the security issue in the country? Brief one, yeah, because I'm not there in with.
Yeah, thank you very much.
1 minute before that, while they talk, I want to ask on that question. They said they all go answer once and for all. The security issue, just like when me host say. Definitely, we know say Salone peaceful, you understand. But what you don't get this behind them, especially APC show keyboard warriors now for misuse social medias. We see them they send audios then, they make threats remarks, you understand, all over the place. So we round up now on that issue there because time not there on the favors. We send a strong message to them people there. And the Salone, we know say Salone is peaceful. They just rate you as one of the most peaceful countries. But not to everybody they away know say now something they happy because you get these keyboard warriors working sit down behind them keyboard. They threaten the peace of the country. But we watch them, just that a small zone they kidnap and they send threats remarks. So lot of more day.
Like I said, Australia is a peaceful country and Australia peaceful. For the security status of the country, I go on for like a say. Now, we didn't control as a government, and the security apparatus are in full control. The police, the ONS, the prisons, etc., etc. Recently, something happened on Tomabong. As we can see no more, people and they just misuse young man there, when at the other side and they send them for me and go begin thief. For me to begin thief the tractor batteries na Tomabong. Oh. But based on the security network, now that particular terrain the 4 guys run out of luck. Now be the 5. The 1 escape. But the 4 then run out of luck. But luckily, now the community then get law where they hold you party. Then they publicly disgrace you first before they take you to the law. Then at the local application of the law. So there, young man there, they all the tie there. They took one of them took the battery with the the tractor. Just imagine development where one bring out of this country. APC then they still pay people for me them go after the incident day. I think say they don't give up on the electricity transmission cable cutting. So they won't go under now because they know say we know they give up, we know they relent. We they succeed in everything we put hamper as a government. President B always say yes, is yes. When he says no, it's no. So therefore, on that security aspects, believe you me, as they're not tired, we know they tire. We want to give kudos to the security sector, the police, the military, the ONS, and all other security apparatus, including with the civilian we self. Because we say get the security preparedness always. As we get anything, we will know say it get an implication on the security, national security of the country. We make sure say the authorities they know. So the proactiveness of our security sector now in number 1 right now in the country. Last week I've been there along Wilkinson Road. Then 10 o'clock now the curfew. I don't know if na APC bar somewhere around that Wilkinson Road day. Time don't reach, they begin to go lock people inside the bar for me they begin to mellow. Fortunately, the information reached the police then. Proactive police officers, proactive patrol team, they reach there, they get that the one, they already forget that. Or say this is a law country. As long as I don't say curfew, you for respect the curfew, go now home. So the one they wait and decide for go against the law begin for definitely handle them that night day and taking them to the police station. I don't know what will be the outcome of that particular arrest day. So therefore, the one that when they say Sierra Leone peaceful, every day people in the kind of this country will get large investors in, will get huge investment in this country, we'll get World Bank, we'll get United Nations rep in this country, we'll get European Union, etc., etc. So if Sierra Leone peaceful, now that one they will be, then they begin to send the signal. The only challenge we'll get now is the corona crisis. Not to say the corona crisis. Now something where now just because of not to maintain and keep the law. People they don't want to keep the law. So therefore, the security aspect of this nation, it is well in the hand of His Excellency the President, with the good lieutenants there, the IG of the Australian Police, the head of the military, etc., etc., etc. On that note, I want to salute Mr. President for all the goodies and we don't do for the country, and I want to salute the people of this country for letting us see we get permanent democratic majority for sustainable development. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Dwight.
I can just 1 minute.
Yeah, like Kai come, yes. 1 minute, yeah, Kai to you, because we want to round up the program. And not forget, say, Unity Broadcasting Studio will get a broadcasting app very soon. We go dinner all money phone. So anytime you can just click, and follow we on we programs them. We get different programs them we'll go get for announcement before we close the program. Over to you, Kai.
That's good. Yeah. You see, one thing we will never forget, for every time when they try for transition, or anytime a nation they try for transition from a dictatorship to a democratic state, when I go for expressing the challenges could be just too many. It could be too many. We don't see where people they cut electricity cables, even when they know say that cable they cut not go put light off by President Bio. Now you and you community now them now not go into darkness. People they cut the cable, and people think say na President Bio or na the SFP party then they do no. Now you self you the hot because when you cut the transformer in the area now you they go into darkness until the hardworking energy ministry decide for get another transformer I can with. So if they decide for the go Natoma boom again for go thief the tractors and battery, we go still get new batteries and we go make sure the tractors are up and running and Toma boom could become a success story. I remember
Salon for better.
Yeah, people get for the attempt for the scare and confidence. Say security situation bad of security situation not good. It did this way, it did not lie. We get watertight security in this country. Yeah, we know just like this Equito, we first discussion where former president they say let them get immunity. My friend, I not do nothing wrong. What are they going to ask for other immunity for? You don't get immunity for 11 years.
Exactly.
In fact, you even get immunity now. Everything where you do now, state responsible for you. The state, they provide vehicle for you, then they provide fuel, then they provide everything, medical, and everything until you die. So all we want is, you don't be at the helm of affairs for 11 years. Just tell the people how, you remember Mawa, it always say, they go run this country as a business. So is the profit you want to know?
More than business. Hey, not share the profit. They not tell me what you come out.
Fine. So we want to know the money we say go. The profit, that's all, nothing more. The Sarah Ruta had money, that will be 30% will be Sarah Ruta, and all that thing, and they just can't tell we sell them, this should do with them and everything. So, I mean, we don't get much for do.
Thank you, Kai. Time there.
All right, Kai. Time there again. Please, they are not just here. Now they come in quick. Let's just give this one text message. We don't come. We get a lot of text message, but you know, go find. We not read one. Don't just read one. Then now coming quick. Then we close the program. This one in say President Bio has not only kept his manifesto promises, but has implemented recommendations from national statutory institutions geared towards further deepens our peace and democracy. He said the establishing of the National Peace and Cohesion Commission, repeal of the seditious libel law, the abolition of the death penalty, and now the 30% quota in the gender equality bill, which will be which will be an implementation of the TRC recommendation. They talk about the report, the TRC recommendation report for 2020, 2000. Then he said the recommendations of successive states of human rights report. He said he is the only president to have taken such bold step. Thank you, President Bio. May God bless you. He said, and he said, let God bless President, make it reign for this first term and second term. And this one they come out from NH. Thank you so much. Yes, Ma, quickly. There we wrap up.
All right, yes, thank you so much.
You get the floor today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Elise and colleagues present at the program. And me just want for Ali, everybody in fair. So Sierra Leone are the safest place ever in the globe where you go come. We go treat you like, you know, we own citizen. Sierra Leone are the only country where we know they discriminate. We know they look you like I say, this other country. Come on. In fact, we elect citizens the more than we own people. We elect employees the more than we own citizens themselves. So, in fact, you know what most people they tell me, na Gambia, like when they salon, they feel say salon are the country. Because the hospitality where they talk about na salon is too much. And salon are the safest place. You don't go to most of the, even Africa countries where they're close to you. People that they do a lot of terrible things them, where enough time for talk. But Sierra Leone, you did the 11th hour, you did you go out, you come in and all, you know, go get this, somebody say, attack you. All this mischief that APC they create them. All this mischief that APC they create them for let them distract the president, they talk and do president for let will not focus on delivering the manifesto promises, but they don't fail woefully. They don't fail woefully because the president, they take distraction. It just kind of like a way fly, they kind of you close there, you not can come on and you close. That's what presidents beyond they see them. They don't seek attention. So say this man or they watch them, development still they continue. When I don't rule this country for 11 years. One day SLPP not interfere, SLPP not misbehave, SLPP not create tension. Una just kind of opposition. Una opposition except not riot. It's not easy. Una go for wait for another 10, 15 years. Before una kind of power. So the earlier una land for no say una day in opposition, the better for una, and the better una comport una self, the better for una. All these things are mischief that they create on social media for let people that were outside, make them afraid or make them believe that the country not stable. Salon stable, salon peaceful, salon okay. Peaceful. And they call on everybody where they watch this program. Be you citizen or not, una welcome na Salon. Sierra Leone is a very beautiful country, and the people, the hospitality is next to none. I want to thank you so much that you are joining in this edition of the program. I salute you.
Thank you. Mrs. Benjamin, thank you so very much. We do appreciate you. We really appreciate you when you be part of this program today. Thank you so much, Mawa and Mrs. Benjamin. Thank you so very much. And thanks to the other guests them where being they part of the program where we get BW Bokari, where people are really want for the area at all times. Then they call me personally. Then they ask, say, do you have BW? They come online today, we tell them, say, yes, you could come. And thanks to you. Thank you very much for let you build your busy schedules and make sure that you be part of this program for make sure that we push President Bio's agenda forward. Thank you so much. We celebrate you. And thank you so much to you, Dwight Sheriff. Thank you so much. We celebrate you. Thank you for letting you save the left. You busy work them and make sure say this program go ahead so that Sierra Leoneans go know what's in the happen. And to my own brother, Kai, of course, now we get the program. Thank you very much for avail yourself at all time, at all given time. You are always there, and you are part of the production team for make sure, say, this program come out like how we come out so today. Thank you so very much. Thank you once more to the guest. And before we close the program, as also the program will end, I will just announce some of the programs that we get now Unity in Broadcasting. We get Tuesday where na politics in political history. The one man where they call Kutubu Kuroma na Dandi. Every Tuesday, every Tuesday political history done by Kutubu. And we get Wednesday when Attila, where it defeating the lies and fake people that the lies of the opposition. He always did it on Wednesday. Attila, he always come on board. And we get Saturday when our social media review program when I end this, so we do so. And we get Sunday when our hot topics. Also, we can get one-on-one with people, high people in personality, then we can get a group of discussion. Also, we'll get dignitaries themselves can discuss on national issue. So now then programs, and then we can get throughout the week. So now 4 programs. So we really want to let people and go always be on board for make sure say this program reach far and wide and let people understand what's in the happen in Sierra Leone. Let people know they listen to the lies where they happen from the opposition. And like as we talk, mind you, with Unity Broadcasting app get for come out soon. We go launch them. It will be inside this week coming. We will get for launch and Sierra Leone go yeri. We will put on a radio, television, we will put on a news all over Sierra Leone. Go nobody and they say Unity Broadcasting. Get forget to happen very soon. Where any sign at the wall where you day, you go get for the listen we at any given time. You don't need for strain yourself. When I answer this edition of the program, social media review go tap for today. Thank you to my studio guests them again once more. Thank you to you will don't listen to the program and send you text message. The one who not able to read, we will read that back in other edition of the program. Thank you so very much for where you left your busy schedule for being part of this program and listen to the good things that we President Bio they do. Thank you so much to the CEO and initiator beyond this program. Oh my God, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. We celebrate you, Papa. We celebrate you. Let God give you more wisdom, for let we continue with this program. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And thanks to the production team, we get Rachel Honor, we get Pel Koroma, like I say, Elizabeth Kefwe. Thank you so much. And myself, they part of the production team. We tell you all, thank you, who make Sierra Leoneans, them both home and abroad, listen to this program and let them know the things that where President Bio done they do. The developmental strikes and what it don't they do for the past 3 years, we don't in governance, where for 11 years not ever happened. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being part of this program. Well, me and Elizabeth Campbell, as I don't say just now, we will leave you for now. Stay another edition of the program on social media review. Over to you, Jack.
Just like when me host don't say, we tell una thank you for allowing us to take on a busy schedule and listen to the program. Thank you very much to all listeners and thank you to the team we joined with today. Now you also go left una for today. Stay tuned to all other programs there where they come board. Like tomorrow we'll get hot topic. Una stay tuned same time, same place, and like what you say, we there or debunk the fake news of the APC. And we not go tire. Once you don't depart, so we'll continue to stay until the time and for preach fake news and tell the people.
And I can join we follow Big Mama Salon.
They will close join them for make Mama Salon, but if they're not tired,
exactly.
We need to tire. We will continue for debunk the fake news there. Thank you very much. So today we meet back on Saturday. Me and our co-host Ibrahim Jakima.